Welcome to this week's episode of Humans in 5.
Now, I find myself particularly lucky in one particular way. I have a body clock like no other. So long as it's dark and quiet, I can go to bed at the same time at night and wake up at the same time each morning without even setting an alarm most days.
I know what you mean. I'm in the same boat. It can be a bit of a problem on trips like this where jet lag comes into play. On top of being a great sleeper, I can set my watch to my stomach. I like to have brekkie or lunch at the same time each day.
Things like our sleep schedules and what time we like to eat are part of our body's internal clock, and they're called circadian rhythms. Circadian rhythms occur when our body doesn't just react to the rising and setting of the sun across a 24-hour period, but help us to predict and anticipate these temporal events.
Humans aren't alone in having internal clocks. Some plants only photosynthesize at night and change their rate of making food across the day. Some bacteria change their activity patterns in 24-hour cycles as well.
Circadian rhythms have been seen in all kinds of organisms and seems to be a key feature of life on Earth. The presence of internal clocks in such a wide range of organisms suggests that this is a very ancient trait that likely evolved tens of millions of years ago. Researchers struggled for years to figure out how they arose and what exactly makes our body clocks tick.
By 1971, researchers had found that there was a particular gene named the period gene involved with body clocks in fruit flies. Mutations or changes in this gene interrupted normal daily actions and patterns. Researchers had found the gene involved with circadian rhythms, but had not yet figured out how it worked.
And with that, we introduce this year's Nobel Prize winners for medicine, Drs. Jeffrey Hall and Michael Rosebash of Brandeis University, and Michael Young of Rockefeller University. These three researchers have dedicated their careers to figuring out how circadian rhythms work by not just looking at the genes involved, but at what these genes did.
They found that the period gene may regulate activities across 24-hour cycles by producing proteins that first build up during the night and then break down during the day. These proteins may also turn on or off the period gene and impact a cell's function based on the time of day. This switching between the presence and absence of these specific proteins seems to be the mechanism that drives our body clocks.
While they started this research in the 80s and the 90s, these researchers just received their Nobel Prize. Their results may be a few years old, but with our jet-setting lifestyles and our busy work-filled lives affecting our sleep patterns, understanding the body clocks and how they work has become more and more important.
Changes to our body clocks through actions like shift work and watching bright screens late at night may affect more than our sleep habits. Recent research has linked shift work to, for example, cancer. Sleep helps our body repair and maintain itself, so we need to remember that these clocks can be quite important for our health in the long run.
Well, we should go and have a quick snooze to get our clocks back on track. With all our jet setting, the rhythm sure is out to get us today.
Thanks for pausing your clock to join us, and we'll see you next time on Humans in 5.
Don't forget to subscribe.